Hello, and thank you for viewing the Summer Food Service Program PowerPoint on production records. It is a requirement that all sponsors keep accurate records demonstrating that the meals served to children meet meal pattern requirements. This PowerPoint is designed to help you understand the purpose of keeping accurate production records and assist you in menu planning. Some of the topics that will be covered are the what, who, where, when, and why of production records, the Summer Food Service Program meal pattern requirements with corresponding sample menu, production records before and after the meal service. What are they? Production records demonstrate that you are serving at least the minimum required serving size of each required component for each meal type. Who completes them? Typically, a food service director and/or a cook fills in the production records. Where should they be kept? Since this is a working document, it should be kept in the kitchen where food is prepared. When should they be completed? Most of the information on the production records can be filled in prior to or during meal preparation. The remainder of the information can be completed after the meal service. Why are they necessary? Production records act as a supporting documentation of your compliance with the SFSP meal pattern requirements. They also can serve as a useful planning tool and can help you manage your food costs and food waste. There are 4 components in the SFSP meal pattern. Fruits and vegetables are considered one component, but 2 different types must be offered at lunch and supper. Milk, fruit, vegetable, and grains are a requirement for breakfast, lunch, and supper. Lunch and supper must contain a meat or meat alternative. Snack can be any 2 components as long as they are not the same. For example, you cannot serve an orange with orange juice as a snack. Here is a sample menu for a lunch or supper meal service. Notice there are 5 meal components being offered. It is very important to use the correct measuring tools such as cups, spoons, ladles, scales, etc. to ensure that you are offering at least the minimum required serving sizes. This is what your production record for your supper meal service should look like before the meal service. The best way to begin formatting them is to always list the required components for each meal in the first column. This way, whoever is completing them can be sure that the meal is meeting the requirements. Most of this information can be completed prior to the meal service. The last couple columns will need to be completed as the meal preparation and meal service is occurring. The column labeled Number of Servings Prepared is where your staff preparing the meal will write the number of portions they prepare for each meal service. After completion of the meal service, your staff will enter the number of meals served and the number of leftovers. This is where any food substitutions can be recorded as well. Be sure you are also documenting the number of meals served to program adults and meals served to non-program adults on your production records. This is what your production record should look like after the meal service. Here you can see how substitutions can be recorded. It was documented on the production records that there were not enough broccoli florets available throughout the entire meal service, so they are substituted with peaches to meet the fruit-vegetable requirement. That concludes our webinar on production records in the Summer Food Service Program. As always, thank you for helping us feed kids.